Welcome to AlphaCars. My name is Dimitri, and today we're going to check out a really exciting Mercedes. Exciting for a number of reasons. Well, all of our cars exciting. This one, it's a 2011 with only 40,000 original miles and an impeccable service history and a really impressive ownership history. We all would like to have cars with one owner. In fact, we want to be the first owner of that car, but often we do have cars with multiple owners with transparent and very impressive ownership and service history, and this is one of these cars, and we'll cover the ownership. In fact, let's get this out of the way. This vehicle was first sold in October of 2010 by Mercedes-Benz of Huntington, and the first owner enjoyed the car for 15,000 miles while offering his business for service to Mercedes-Benz of Huntington, and they did a great job. You can see it on the Carfax report. By the way, the car has a clean Carfax report with no accidents, and we'll talk about the condition of paint, the condition of body, and of course the condition of the interior and how the car drives. So in 2014, in March 2014, the same Mercedes-Benz dealership, the Mercedes-Benz of Huntington, sold the vehicle to the second owner who enjoyed the car for until 25,000 miles for about 10,000 miles. And again, all the service work was done by Mercedes-Benz of Huntington. They then certified the car and sold it again to the third owner, who again serviced the car at the same dealership at the Mercedes-Benz of Huntington. They only had the car for 3,000 miles, and we, AlphaCars, acquired the vehicle in November of 2017, when it had 27,000 miles. The car easily matched our high tolerances for the pre-owned car quality. So we acquired this vehicle, we did the needed reconditioning work, and we sold it in November of 2017 to our longtime customer, a car enthusiast and a car collector who enjoyed the car, and he put almost 13,000 miles between 2017 and September of 2021 when he traded the vehicle for a Porsche Panamera. And when he traded the car, he serviced it with us all 4 years. There was a dent on the door and the quarter panel that we repaired to Mercedes-Benz standards, and these are the only panels that have other than factory paint. But again, we have an incredibly high standards for everything, and certainly for the paint work. None of our paint work we get sanded and buffed. Everything that comes out of the spray gun, people that done restoration or body work would know what I'm talking about. We actually match not only the color and the metallic distribution, we match the texture of the paint to the factory texture. So if you go from this panel to the adjacent panel, not only you will see the same color match, but the texture, the slight, sometimes it's called orange peel, also matches to the factory. So anyone looking at this car, unless you have the paint meter, you would not be able to say that this had some paint repairs. The dent was not a big deal. It was not even claimed through the insurance, so the Carfax is clean. But we are a full disclosure company, so we do disclose what was done to the vehicle, and we're proud of the work we've done. So walking around the vehicle, you can see how impeccable that is throughout. In fact, I'm trying to see for myself what disclosures I need to make on the vehicle condition, and I don't see many. In fact, I don't see any. What I'm about to show you is the front end of the vehicle, which has no chips, no scratches, no dents, and that's thanks to the paint protection film that was applied Let's look at it. You can barely see it. I see the line right here. You can see the line right here. And it travels across the hood, barely noticeable. You can certainly feel it, and then it protects the whole front end of the vehicle. Common areas of cosmetic concerns are the rims, and on this car so far, they're nice, no damage. The rear bumper looks awesome, no damage. And the whole body is wrapped with the AMG design cladding. This car, not only it has a Designo Paint, it has an AMG Sport package, and in addition to that, it has almost $15,000, to be exact, $14,940 of incredibly desirable options. You should definitely check out our website to see the details of the options, but I'll tell you, it has Designo Premium Black paint, premium package, full leather seating package. It has panorama roof with sunshade, illuminated door sills, Parktronic, and a few other goodies. Well, let's switch to probably one of the most important things in a car, in any car. It's the interior, because we spend the most time inside the car. The exterior is, we do see it when we approach the vehicle. We want the exterior to be nice because other people see the interior, but we spend the time inside the car. And it is really nice to be inside this car. Not to mention the condition of the interior is close to new. Even the seat bolster, we're going to look at that in a moment, the driver's seat bolster is in great condition. We're also going to show you the entry points, the sill plates, the bottoms of the doors and the door trim. Everything looks great. The center console, the woodwork, everything looks awesome. We're going to look at the common wear points, which are the steering wheel. The wood looks great. The nice leather areas on the side look awesome. The wood actually has no cracks, not on the steering wheel, not on the center console, and not on the doors. And while we on the driver's door, we're going to check out the condition of the trim. It's in great shape. We love these smart pockets. Check them out. You can access, and then it closes nicely. So let's continue with interior. The driver's seat bolster is impressively clean, minimal to no wear on the seat bottom edge or the seat back. And when we look behind the seats, there's still a decent amount of cargo area and nice pockets that you can access up here. You can see these compartments on both sides. Speaking of the compartments, it's about time we check out the trunk. And this car, as you know, has a hardtop, a retractable hardtop, and this hardtop is stored in the trunk. And there's still room, so let's check that out. There's still room to put a few goodies. So this is how the panel is stored, and it also goes up automatically to allow you easier access to your goodies. And to gain that access, you need to grab this panel, lift it up, and you have all this room. And I'm not joking, it's a lot of room for a hardtop convertible. And there's a little bit more room in and under the floor. You can see the compact size spare wheel, compact because it comes with a compressor and you inflate it. Hopefully you never have to do that, but if you have to, you inflate it, it pops up, you can put it on the car, and there's a toolkit. Here is the aviation grade hydraulic pump and a hydraulic fluid container for the hardtop, which are very, very good and very reliable. We rarely see issues with those on this vintage Mercedes. Actually, on any vintage Mercedes, they've done a great job because they pretty much use aviation grade components to run the cylinders on the top. So now, if we need to lower this whole thing, we need not to forget to lower the divider first, because the divider has this little sensor that tells the rest of the system that there are no items sticking out and that may be on the way for this beautiful glass dual panel. This is the back panel. That's basically a back glass with a defroster, and this is your roof with the panorama glass sunroof. And then there's this little button that you can press to lower it, or you can press it again to lift it. So you can lower it manually and then close the trunk lid, or you can press this button and it will lower the glass panel and then it will close the trunk. So plenty of room there, even with the hard top retracted. But let's put the top up and see how much room we gain. To do that, we don't have to start the engine, but we will start the engine because we want to hear the engine. And to start the engine, you can do it a couple of ways. Conventional way with the key, turn the key and start the engine. And wow, it sounds awesome. Or you can start it using the keyless start. You enter the vehicle with the key in your pocket. You don't have to place it in here. And then all you do, push this button and it will start the engine. And the engine sounds great, especially on the startup. So then as far as top goes, it's really, really simple. All you need to do is this large switch. Underneath the switch, there are two buttons. One to lift up this fancy and exciting rollover protection bar. You can, actually, let me show it to you. It does look kind of cool. It brings back the memories from the 1990 SLs, and this rollover bar was kind of like a symbol of the SL. It does have the windscreen. I'll show you how that works in a moment, but we're going to lower the bar for that. Push this button, lowers the rollover protection bar. And by the way, if God forbid you are exposed to the scenario when the car is about to roll over, but it didn't roll over yet, split seconds before that, another system is going to eject this bar very, very quickly. It does not going to wait for you to push the button. So this is how the wind deflector works. Check this out. It looks awesome, and it creates a nice pocket up here where you can put your goodies, and they're somewhat protected from the wind. And speaking of the wind, it does have the air scarf, so it discharges nice and warm air to surround your neck for warmth and comfort. So now we got the roll bar performance out of the way, and we're gonna check out the hardtop. And for that, we're gonna take this switch and we're gonna push down on it, and look at what's happening back here. The aviation grade hydraulics operate a dual glass panel hardtop, and you don't have to do anything. You just have to enjoy the operation. It's nice and quiet, and when you're all done, you just release it, and you have the glass roof, which extends into the rear large glass back glass panel with the defroster. So now we are enjoying a 4-season functional, gorgeous looking vehicle. Look at the body lines. Isn't this something? In fact, I like the body lines better with the top up. but that's just my personal take. Well, let's check out how much room we gained in the trunk. I think you'll be very impressed. Anyone that checks it out for the first time is usually like, wow, there's so much room. So absolutely, there's a lot of room, and this divider can be removed altogether, and then you have even more room. But once you remove this divider and put it outside of the vehicle, you won't be able to bring the top down, because without the divider you won't be able to engage the sensor. And there's a zipper right here, and there is a release mechanism to take this out altogether. But for right now, you can just have it retracted back, and you can put a lot of goodies in this trunk. You can put a lot of goodies. And now with the top up, you don't have to bring it down. You can keep it up and enjoy the additional room in the trunk if you need it. So let's we're going to bring it down so we can use the top. We're going to push this button again to close it, and let's pop the engine hood to hear the engine. And please take my word for it, this car is really nice and really clean. I think it will, I'm pretty sure it will impress most demanding Mercedes-Benz enthusiasts. It may even impress a Porsche enthusiast like that. So let's get the hood open. Just a moment. I'm doing it with one hand, which is a bit challenging, but we got it. And check out this gorgeous engine. I'm actually going to grab my microphone and run it around the engine so you can hear how the engine sounds. It sounds nice and soft, and I've heard a lot of engines. I've heard a lot of Mercedes engines, and this one is very, very, very impressive. Also, as I'm going around the engine, I'll comment on the condition of aluminum parts. They are really nice and bright and not oxidized, which is an indication that the vehicle was not used on the harsh weather. You usually see it on the vehicles that are from California and Nevada, and certainly the ones from around here if they were only used during the nice weather. And this vehicle is certainly a fine example of that. Check this out. I'm going to clip the microphone right here, and I'm going to run the engine speed up and down so you can hear that. Let me just get the mic set up. Yeah. So we've got the microphone right there. I'm not sure if you've heard that. I said we usually don't go to this extent to demonstrate the vehicle, but this one is really super, super impressive. And before I close the hood, I'm going to show you all the hardware next to the fenders around the front fascia. Check out all these bolts. They're untouched, they're unturned, which is a clear indication, a very good sign that the vehicle has not had any body work. We also confirm that with our paint meter readings. And I'm also gonna let you hear the exhaust. So It's got a nice throaty sound from the exhaust, so I'm going to place the microphone right here, right between the two AMG styled exhaust pipes, and I'm going to shut the car off, get it started, and give it a few revs. Let's do it. Did you hear that? That was awesome. Really, 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 really nice. Okay, once again, we are still checking out 2011 Mercedes SL550 with only 40,000 miles, and this is a Designo Paint variant. And let's talk for a second about 2011, why it's so special, and I would actually take that over the newer 2012 or 13 models, which look exactly the same, but they do have a slightly different engine. In fact, they have a more powerful engine, and you would say, why would you not take the more powerful engine on the Mercedes? Well, that power is gained through the twin turbochargers. Great technology, and probably one of the best when it comes to turbochargers. But this car has plenty of power. It has a lot of power. It has instant power and instant torque from a naturally aspirated Mercedes-Benz V8, which has a proven reliability track record, proven simplicity of service, and something that you don't get with the twin turbo V8. Those are great engines, but they are far more complex compared to this one. So that would be my choice if I had to select from 2011, super nice and super clean like this one, versus 2012 or 13. And obviously 14 is a new body style, and that's a matter of taste. Some people love it, and some people say, you know what, I love this body style, which was introduced in 2009, I believe. I could be off, sorry about that. But it lasted for a few years with the naturally aspirated V8, and this car is the last year of that engine. So thank you very much for viewing this video. Thank you for subscribing to our channel, and don't forget to let us know which videos you like the best by simply clicking the like button. And please visit our website, AlphaCars.com, or simply give us a call at 978-263-9000 if you have any questions about this car or our inventory or our services, our service department, or our services when it comes to financing and vehicle transportation and trade-ins. So thanks again, and until next time.